Hey guys, it's Adrian. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to bring you my February wrap-up. One of the things that I love about looking back at my TBRs and some of the videos that I made halfway where I say I'm having not such a great reading month and I'm not gonna do very well, and I actually do very well, it makes me feel really good. So let's begin, because I read some really great books this month. As usual, let's start in with my February TBR check-in. On my February TBR, I had 4 books, and I have read all 4 books again. I think this is like the second or third month in a row. On top of those 4 books, I also read another extra short story. So there you go, 4 books and a short story. Go me. The first book that I completed in the month of February was Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. This is the second book in the Six of Crows duology, and oh my goodness, this book was so epic. It wasn't even that there were so many plot twists that I didn't see coming, because I have heard that a lot, but it was just like every time you turn a page, something new was happening. I couldn't put the book down. I think I finished this in like less than a week, and the Six of Crows book, the first one, took me almost 3 weeks to finish. This one was so good. I gave it a 5 stars. Like I said, if you don't know anything about this duology, this is the second book in the Six of Crows duology, so I can't get into plot or anything because it'll ruin it for you, but I do have a spoiler-free review for Six of Crows up here that you can go check it out. I will say one of the things that I really liked about this book is that we finally got to see things from Wyland's point of view. That was one of the biggest things that I was kind of disappointed with the first book. I thought it would have been really great to see his point of view. We finally did in this book, and it was really good. This book obviously got a 5 stars for me. I have not given a book a 5-star rating in a long time. So, and this month I had 2 actually. So I'm really excited about this book. Great book. Go read it if you haven't read it already. It's a page turner. Next up, I finished the book Garvel by Stephanie Garber. For this one, I co-hosted a read-along with Kim from Writer Princess. So I'll leave a link to the playlist in the description box. I have all the discussion videos on it. This book was pretty good. It had some issues for me, some serious issues, but the plot line was so good. I don't think I've read a book that I can't guess the outcome to in a really long time, and because of that, despite the major issues that I found, I still give it a 4.5 stars. I'm really looking forward to the second book that comes out next January, I think, and I'm hoping that it will resolve some of the major issues that I found in this book. But I really recommend this book. It's dark, it's somewhat creepy, but not really creepy. It's just really good. Go read it. And if you have read it, go check out the discussion videos for the read-along that we did, because I share a lot of my thoughts. After that, I picked up and finished Furiously Happy by Jenny Lawson. This, oh my goodness, is the funniest book I have ever read in my entire life. I am definitely gonna get her other book, her first book, which I believe is called Let's Pretend That Never Happened. Jenny Lawson has a blog. I think I'll leave a link to her blog down in the description box if I can find it. She suffers from mental illness, several types of mental illness, and she is a hysterical woman who talks about this mental illness in an absolutely flabbergasting, hysterical way. Like, she's the queen of saying inappropriate things, and it's just so funny. I listened to part of this on audiobook, and it's read by Jenny herself. And I cried with laughter. But the nice thing about this book is not only does it deal with mental health in a funny way, because having an issue that I'm kind of self-conscious about myself, being my vision, I often joke about it, and it's mostly a defense mechanism. But the nice thing about this is that that's not the only thing that she does. She talks about it in a funny way, but then you'll turn the page and the next chapter will be so deep and so gut-wrenching and so thoughtful. I really love this book. I think so far this year, this is the best book that I have read. I gave it a 5 stars. I really recommend it. It's a quick read, it's funny, and I will definitely be reading this book time and time again. In my March TBR, I mentioned that I would like to finish A Sudden Appearance of Hope in the month of March. But the last 2 or 3 days of February, I really was into reading. I had a couple days where I didn't have that much to do, so I finished up this book the last day of February, and I gave this a 3 stars. This is a book about a girl named Hope who, for one reason or another, is forgotten. She has been forgotten by her parents and by her friends, and now, at this point in her life, she will have a conversation with someone, or someone will even see her picture and they will completely forget about her afterwards. They have no recollection of her or spending time with her whatsoever. And that seemed really intriguing to me. Now, this book is not what I thought it would be. I don't really know what I thought it would be. It basically follows Hope and her quest to uncover a program called Perfection, which is basically this app on your phone that teaches you or tells you what clothes to buy, what foods to eat to make you perfect. So it was one of those books that I thought in the first 60 pages, this is not my kind of book. This is just not what I like to read about. But I pushed on, and I was really glad that I did, because what I liked about what this book talks about is what are the sociological norms and values of our society. Why are we defined by those sociological norms in our society? Do we want to be defined by those norms? And it talks about Hope, who is free from any kind of society obligations. She can be defined by whatever and whomever she wants to be, because she is not known by anybody, and whether that's a blessing or a curse. And it was just really thought-provoking. It was really slow. I think this book would have been better if it was like 100 pages shorter, because it wasn't slow like slow burning. It was slow like I found myself skipping over 3 or 4 paragraphs at a time and not missing absolutely anything of the plot. And that's why I gave it a 3 stars. But it really made me think, and what I love most about this book is that it really made me realize I miss adult fiction. I read a lot of YA because I like YA, but this is just thought-provoking, and it's nice not to read a book about a 17-year-old chosen one. This is about like a 30-year-old woman. Anyway, I really do recommend this book because it's really thought-provoking and it was really interesting. I am planning on doing a spoiler-free review for this one. I think it'll come up in like a week or 2, so keep your eyes open for that. And last up was a short story that I finished in about 2 hours. It was really good, and that is Kevin by Katie Reed. Katie Reed is the one and only Kim from Writer Princess. I will leave a link to her channel down in the description box. But this is a book about a boy named Kevin who has been sent to Earth for punishment. He's committed some murders, and so he has to go to Earth for his punishment, his sentence basically. And he comes across this group of other criminals from wherever it is that he comes from, and they kind of help each other. This was a short story. I gave it 4 stars. I really liked it. I have issues with short stories in general. Short stories, I feel like, are too short, and that has nothing to say about the short story itself, because I really loved the short story. It was really great. But I always feel like short stories is that I want to know more about these characters, and I think that's a great sign, because when you want to know more about the characters, you know you've read a good story. But I want to know more, especially about where he comes from. What is this place or planet or whatever it is that he comes from? I want to know more about his experiences when he comes to Earth. Who else is he gonna meet? Alright guys, that wraps it up. Those are all the books that I read in the month of February. I'm pretty proud of myself. I did better than I thought I would. And already I have read 2 books in the month of March, and it is currently March 3rd, so I am on a roll, guys. Hopefully March will be really good. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. I post videos every Tuesday and Saturday. I would love it if you'd be part of my little bookish community here. And let me know in the comments below which books you've read in the month of February, because I would love to talk to you about them. That's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.